Welcome back, everyone, to Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5. Let's get back into it. Okay, so if you weren't here last time, we just got away from Helgen and are now in, I believe, Riverwood. Oh, yes, Riverwood, where we have to talk to Alvor in Riverwood. And he's right here.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Hadvar? How do you know him? I'd be glad to help a friend of Hadvar, but you didn't answer my question. How do you know him? What? A dragon? In Helgen? That explains what I saw earlier, flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was.
So, you have to choose different ways to
Skyrim.
do your
What's this world coming
conversations.
to? First the war, now dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
I will do that.
Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need, within reason.
Well, I'm gonna need that. So, the funny thing about this game is it's a game of basically hoarding. Whatever, you basically need to just steal or hoard everything. You don't necessarily need to steal. There is an option to steal, though unless you have the skill for it, that is not recommended. Like, we can steal some of the stuff. We can steal... Ooh.
Uncle Hadvar, hello. Hadvar? Thank Talos.
Oh, there he is.
Told me about Helgen. Come on.
New to Riverwood? If you're looking for work, Lucan over in the Riverwood. It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too. And by supply, Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith. Until next time.
Well, one of us has to do something.
Whoa.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no
I can
thief
see you
chasing.
guys are busy.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry,
Cheese
glad to
wheel.
hear that.
Look at the size of some of this stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but yeah, we an ornament. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now,
Of course it will.
show those thieves. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Okay, let's sell some of our stuff. I seem to have sold something that I probably shouldn't have. But it's okay, I can just wear one of these Stormcloak tunics. Okay, let's see what he has in apparel. I really don't want to buy anything from him, so I'll just...
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay, I'll save my money, because there's something
Till next
specific
time.
that we
this is
need,
your
and
plan,
I will
Logan?
show you guys what I need in order to get through some of this part. First, I need to get dressed, because I accidentally sold the clothes that I was wearing, so let's put these on.
We have to go through town. There's a bridge to get to Falls Barrow.
There we go. Oh, I need to see something. Learned a new spell. So spells are equipable through here. You have your destruction spells, restoration spells, so healing your powers, which is something that each species has for themselves. So, resist frost, I'm 50% resistance to frost, and the stones from the last episode, each one gives you an active effect. The one that I chose, magic skills improve 20% faster. So, the more I'm using healing spells, the more I will be able to learn from that, and my skills will, well, they will improve. Gosh dang it. Okay, that's where we're going. Giant. And I don't want to mess with the giant at my current skills, because he'd decimate me. Unfortunately. Then I think those are a bunch of random people, and I don't want to mess with them.
You look strong. Getting tired of hanging around talk. Vilkas and I have been here since our father Yurt. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other. Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands.
We will revisit that at a later time.
That's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. The old man's got a good... If you go to him, good luck.
I'm here to help.
Every bit counts.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Okay. So let's first visit Dragon's Keep. And we will go from there.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
That's a weird glitch.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords.
Come to chat with an old woman?
Nope, I'm going right to Dragon's Reach. Thank you very much. So up there is where the companions are. We were talking to some of the companions earlier. That's where they are, and we will visit them at a later time.
Ulfric, patron of the great clan Battleborn.
There we go. Quickly, I must speak with the Jarl!
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
I just think we need more information
I have
Well,
news.
that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
That is a dark elf right there. Jarl Balgrup.
You were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Indeed.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But
Of course.
it's none of my concern who the
I am a
Imperials
good
want
boy.
to execute. Especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen?
You're not gonna believe this, my guy. But, ooh, the dragon destroyed Helgen, and it was heading this way, or the Imperials were executing Ulfric. Let's go with that one.
I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this.
Yes.
What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
Yes.
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best.
Yeah,
Well
get out of
done.
here.
You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Sweet, better armor.
Is another thing you could do for me? Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps? Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking
He's
into
a
matter
withered.
related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
But I don't want to be patient. I want my goods right now. Father promised.
Where are those
Complain
kids?
about what you want. You're a spoiled baby.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Apparently one of these kids is a spoiled baby.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
You're
Father
spoiled.
says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Charming little children.
Let us talk of dragons. Words gone.
Well, let's put on that armor real quick. Studded Imperial armor.
Farengar, I think
Come
I
to found
Dragon's
someone
Reach
who
to
can help you with your
Ah, indeed?
dragon.
The Jarl.
Oh, yes. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Sweet.
Straight to the point, eh?
Yes.
No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a
Dude,
certain stone tablet said to
if
be
I was
housed
gonna
in
get
Bleak
arrested,
Falls
I
Barrow.
would probably
Dragonstone,
beat you up.
said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals
That's
can
rude.
point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
Sure. Sure. How do you enchant weapons and armor?
Student, take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm
Doing
not
more about the
surprised you
Dragon
never
War.
heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgroof's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach.
Dragon's Reach.
I believe... Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure our... Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. Off to
I'm
Bleak
gonna
Falls
leave
Barrow
before I
with you.
punch him.
The Jarl is
used to fight this dragon.
neither dragons.
Okay. Well, now that that's over with, I have a special thing that I'm going to be doing. First, we need to get to the stables. We're about to fast travel. A lot of games have fast traveling. It's where you go to a location you've been to previously. And we are going to take the carriage. The carriage can take us to the capital of any...
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
There you go.
Where do you want to go?
I believe it's Riften.
Back and we'll be off.
So you have to pay him to be able to go, but he can take you places that you've never been to.
Be sure to visit the Blackbriar Mead. You mark the dat and your
Alchemy Labs. Oh, dang it.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Ah, I'm not...
Well then, he walked away when I was almost trying to talk to him.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, for the privilege of entering the city, what does it matter? Keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you?
Yeah.
I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
That's a great battle axe.
You can
Head inside when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready now. So, the reason we are in Riften.
Another run-in with a thief's guild.
I don't know you. You in Riften looking for trouble? Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Suit yourself. I'll be at the docks if you change your mind.
Thank you.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses.
Okay, so the reason we are in Riften is to find a friend.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara... Blessings of Mara upon you.
So Mara is one of the
Wonderful.
gods of this
Where
world.
to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim.
That comes back because you can have
Yes,
weddings.
if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony.
We will do that
Of course.
later.
Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use.
So the
Mara's
reason
domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and
So the
embrace
reason that
teachings
we
of
aren't
the
doing that
handmaiden of
right
Kai.
now is because it would be a
May
waste
no
of
more
money,
benevolence and safety.
because we can't marry anyone right now.
Kirava, certainly we can come to
We're
some
here
sort of an
for
understanding. Are you feeling
Mercurio.
sick? Must be made aware My of the skill in chaos battle is You seem to be a little short on coin.
Ah.
Come back and see me when you've got the gold.
So it's 500.
Why settle for just stabbing your foes when you can roast them alive in a gout of arcane fire?
We don't have the coin right now. That is somewhat problematic.
Running a little light in the pockets, lad. Running a little light in the pockets, lad. I can take a hint, lad. You want to make some coin? Come, your pockets.
Spare a coin?
Again? Buy some food this time, will you?
Sure.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under a stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branchay's. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing,
You're
no
a stranger
shoving.
here too, huh?
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Enough. Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time? Patient.
As problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice.
What a waste of time.
Damn. Smart man. Now,
Crap.
come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Gosh,
Welcome
dang
to
it.
Riften, home of the Thief's Guild. Or so they
Whoops, accidentally did my power.
Protect yourself right.
I've never seen the old this upset about anything.
I guess I expected to. I didn't think you'd get pinched. Can't say I'm surprised with the way things have been going around here. Nah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. Even though you fouled up the job, I still think you've got the spark I'm looking for. There's plenty of gold out there for the taking, if you're up to the challenge. All right then, let's put that. The group I represent has its home. Get there in one piece.
So I lost money from that because I couldn't figure out how to crouch. No.
Go on.
Da, 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 da.
My food is the best.
Okay, so fortunately I forgot how to crouch, so that's kind of an issue. Fortunately, there is a way for me to make a good amount of money. Ah, there it is. If only I had that earlier. Okay, so let's wait. Because we're waiting for him.
Too late. Got horses that need shoot. Ah, not me. Oh. You match the bet, and we fight until... Alright, remember, this is a clean fight. No weapons, no... Here we go. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Fight! What do you think you're doing? Must have scared him off.
Oh my gosh. Must have taken me to the last save point. Okay, this time I won't lose to him because I can make a good amount of money from fighting this guy.
You match the bet. Here we go. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Okay, let's take a few healing potions now.
I don't believe it. I guess you were right. Not at all.
200 gold. We should have enough. 530 gold. Sweet. Okay, now we can get Mercurio. Oh, Mercurio is a master wizard, and he can help quite a bit.
I don't have any
That's why I
business
want
with you,
him.
So get out
Are
of
you
my
feeling sick? With a master of magic at your side, you'll have nothing to fear. So, you think you can make it on your own then? We'll just see about that.
No!
Since you paid my fee recently, I suppose it's only fair that I join you once more. Once more into danger.
Oh, that That scared me. That would have been a huge mistake. So let's go back to Riverwood. Okay, first let's get my sword back. And then let's get my healing. Okay, let's wait for him to catch up. This might take a little bit.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I don't want any part of you. Ah, you're shooting.
It's so much easier to rob when you're dead. I'll kill you.
Too late. Okay, let's steal his stuff, because he would have killed me. Oh, now you join the party. Let's charge, I guess. Jeez. Okay. Let's get in. Ooh, skeever tails. That's another good thing about...
Divine smile on you, friend. I am an apprenticed wizard, not a pack mule. Oh, very well, but make it quick.
No.
Let's get going then. Draugr are slow and clumsy. Hardly a challenge for a man like there.
Amulet of Akatosh. Okay, let's level up. Okay. When your level increases, you must choose to increase your health, magicka, or stamina. You can also select a new perk at this time, or save it for later. Available perks are highlighted in each constellation. Let's go with health, and then one-handed. One-handed weapons do more damage. Okay, there we go. So many spider webs. Ah, crap. Empty. I hate empty burial urns. Most people can do this mission by themselves. I'd prefer not to. Mostly because it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. But he makes it even easier because he blasts everything.
Never should have come.
Okay, so it's gonna be snake, snake, whale, I believe. Okay. Let's at least take the gold. Bam. We're in. Pickpocketing. So sometimes books will give you random increases, but they have to be specific types of books. Oh, I know what's gonna appear here. Skeever! Skeevers are pests. Come back here. Ooh, scroll fireball. So scrolls are limited in their use. You can only take one scroll at you can only use a scroll once at a time. Oh, I know what this is. Oh boy. Okay, frostbite venom. That's part of the reason it gives me the
traps.
Okay, gold claw, his journal. Didn't mean to take his clothes, but hey, get whatever you need, man. Okay, egg sac, spider egg. So we can make potions with ingredients, which is something that a spider egg is. Okay, gold. Let's quickly read what Arvel's journal is. My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands with the power of the ancient Nord heroes. Oh. Okay. And I think that's all that's written in here. It's not very helpful. But let's make it through the rest of the way, because now we have the dragon's claw,
looks of this.
So, before we delve any further, I'm just gonna stop it right here. When we get back, we will delve deeper into Bleak Falls Burrow. Thank you for sticking with me through this episode that is pretty long, and have a wonderful day.